live from the red carpet presented by L'Oreal Paris. We're here at Roy Thompson Hall. I'm Alicia Malone from Turner Classic Movies, and I'm joined by the wonderful eTalk's very own Tracy Melshaw.
Back at you, and thanks, Alicia. It is so exciting to be here for day two of the Toronto International Film Festival for the world premiere of The Woman King.
Yes, this is such a powerful film. The crowd's excited, but before we get into it, we'd like to acknowledge where tonight's event is taking place. This is the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Huron-Wendat.
The territory is within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant and is home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We are so proud and so very grateful to highlight and celebrate the works of Indigenous filmmakers here at TIFF, both at the festival and at our year-round home, the TIFF Bell Lightbox.
For example, Ever Deadly premieres today at TIFF and plays throughout the festival, and it looks at the life and sounds of the artist and throat singer Tanya Tuduk. She co-directs the film alongside Chelsea McMullen, and if you want to find out more about the movie, just go to tiff.net.
And here at the world premiere of The Woman King, we are streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Yes, we are. You can join us live throughout festival weekend, the opening weekend, from the red carpet here at Roy Thompson Hall in the heart of Festival Village.
And we'd like to thank L'Oreal Paris for being our partner on this show and also helping us to get red carpet ready. I love a bit of a red lip, and they helped me out with that. And you just look beautiful tonight, Tracy.
Oh, this red lip is hypnotizing. And we'd also like to thank Hudson's Bay for outfitting us in these red carpet fashions. I think we look spiffy. Alicia, are we still saying spiffy?
I think we can bring it back.
Okay, let's
if we're not.
Okay, let's bring
I
it
just
back.
wish I had Viola's arms in this film. She's incredible, and we are here at the world premiere of The Woman King.
Yes, we are. And let's talk Woman King. It features thrilling performances from Viola Davis and John Boyega. It is the epic tale of struggle and liberation. It tells the true real-life story of the Agojie, and these were powerful female warriors charged with protecting the West African Kingdom of Dahomey.
This is directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. Of course, she directed the fan favorite, our favorite, Love and Basketball. And this film just really builds on her career. It's an action-packed film all about heroism, friendship, and the power of women. So many great women in this movie. And this is her third time here at TIFF. She was here in 2008 with The Secret Life of Bees, also in 2014 with Beyond the Lights. And fans of Love and Basketball can watch the film tonight for free at 10 p.m. in Festival Street, just at the OLG Cinema Park, which is right there.
So you mean we could just go over there and
I think
hang
we
out
should.
and go see it again?
Yeah, I think we should.
Such a fan of hers, you know, such a fan of hers from Love and Basketball all the way through to The Woman King. And you know, this was a challenging movie to get made and to make and to explore history of, as a black woman. It was really enlightening, and I felt a sense of pride to understand that these women existed. And you know, it's so incredible to bring this story to the world.
Yeah, I can't help thinking about all the young kids, young boys, young girls who will get to see this film. And so I wanted to ask you, Tracy, when was the first time you remember seeing yourself on screen or seeing someone you would like to be on screen?
I think it would be a television show, and it was probably when Janet Jackson made guest appearances on Different Strokes. You know, it was, you know, because she wore her hair like I wanted to wear it, and she dressed, and she was like, it was representation, you know, and there wasn't a lot of that. I think Janet Jackson, and then later on Lisa Bonet.
Yes. Oh, I love Lisa Bonet. And this film has been connected with Black Panther, but Black Panther was more of the fictional account. And actually, it sounds like Black Panther helped to get this film made, because the success of that showed that there was a market. It's sad that Hollywood still needs convincing, but I think one thing we don't need convincing of is the power of Viola Davis.
I mean, Viola Davis. There's nothing she can do. And we just talked to Hero, who said on set, in addition to delivering this amazing performance, in addition to transforming her body, she was taking care of everybody. You know, she was really reaching out, and Gina too. Like, in addition to all this, the multitasking that you have to do to star in a film, to direct a film, you know, there It really sounded like it was a set of giving and generosity.
Yeah, and you can feel that in the movie. A lot of the film and a lot of the characters are about the sort of sisterhood, the friendship between the women, the way that the women support each other. I think it's just really, really exciting. And we have,
powerful.
Yay!
Oh!
You look beautiful! Hi! Got a special guest with us now. Come on in between us.
Welcome.
Yes.
Hi, good. How are you?
Good thing.
Yeah, you look so beautiful. How does it feel to be here at TIFF with this world premiere of The Woman King?
It's crazy. I'm so excited. I've never been to Toronto before, so this is just amazing to have our film debut here, and I'm just really excited for everyone to see it.
This is a film that resonated so much with me, to unearth this history and this power of Black women. How does it feel to be part of this and launching this story and enlightening the world?
Oh, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world. I love to do projects that really send a message to what's happening in the world, and being a Black woman today is just so important, and it's amazing just to share how incredibly versatile and beautiful and badass we all are.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that on set there were a lot of Black artists working behind the scenes as well, which is quite rare on film.
Yeah, we shot it in my home country of South Africa, and it was just amazing to have so many incredibly Black and brown people just showcasing their talent and really proving that representation matters, and we can do it. We can do it all. Yeah.
And you look like an angel, just stunning. Have the best night, and congratulations on The Woman King.
Thank you so much. Thank
Enjoy
you.
yourself.
Thank you.
down the ramp to the fans.
What a start!
So
What a
beautiful.
way to start!
And I can hear and I can see that Viola Davis has arrived. Like we were saying, this is Viola Davis set. We've never seen this kind of performance from her before, because we know how powerful she is as an actress, but to see her as an action hero is something new and different, and it's so exciting. I think everyone will be blown away.
Absolutely, and not only starring in front and center, but producing it.
Yes.
Doing all of those angles, and a story, like we said, it was challenging to get made, and we have to talk to her about the physical transformation that she underwent.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Viola always looks good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. We've got more actors coming up our way.
Yes. It's
So
we're live.
hi. Oh my
Hi.
gosh.
Oh, come
You
on
look so
in.
beautiful. Welcome.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
How does it feel to be here tonight? You can feel the energy, especially after 3 years of not having this kind of red carpet. It's exciting.
We're so excited to be here. We worked so hard on this movie, so it just means everything that we get to reunite and be here tonight.
The energy is palpable for this story. This is a story that when I saw it, I was in my feelings, with pride, with heartbreak, with joy, and resilience. What was that like on set?
Sisterhood and family, and that's also what this film is about. We are so excited to share it, and being on set, being in South Africa, being able to shoot a film like this, it feels like it's one of the first of its kind. It's so special with Gina Prince-Bythewood at the helm, which is not too dang on bad, so we really, really just bonded over this film.
What surprised you about the history once you started to learn about it?
First off, that these women had to do so much to be warriors, the tests that they had to do, the resilience, they were fearless. Viola Davis. It's intense.
This is the kind of fandom she deserves. Well, have fun tonight. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much.
And you're just a vision. Yes. Wow!
I think
it is day 2,
my gosh.
and The Woman King is coming in hot. Viola Davis
I
is
mean, I
walking.
think the title is perfect for her.
I
The
know.
Woman
I think we
King.
should part the sea and let Viola make her entrance. Oh, she's coming back
Yeah, she's going to be coming back this way.
in this dress. The cast. I mean, this is the energy that you felt from the film.
know.
It is empowerment. It is sisterhood. It is celebration.
Yes,
It is
absolutely.
celebration.
You can feel the love between the cast, both in their characters and then on set as well. And I know that this was a real slog to get made, and it took many, many years of hard work. I love reading the article with Viola Davis and Gina Prince Bythewood, who Gina talked about how she cried because she connected so strongly to material, and then she was worried she would look weak.
And then Viola said, vulnerability is strength.
Yeah, that's warrior.
That is a warrior. That is a warrior. That is a warrior.
Exactly, and that's how I felt with her character, because although Nanisca is extremely powerful, she can kick butt like any other guy. She can go toe-to-toe with any man, but she still has a lot of vulnerability and a lot of trauma that she's dealing with.
Absolutely, and the way that is revealed so beautifully in the film. And I think that same article that we read about the woman king, Gina talks about, her athleticism and being a track and field star, and how that contributed to directing those incredible battle scenes, which was like nothing I've ever seen before on film.
No, it sounds like the cast had to work really hard, do a lot of martial arts training and a lot of fight training in order to be able to pull off a lot of those stunts themselves. Obviously, they have help with stunt doubles, but it sounds like they wanted to look the part, like they could actually take on those men.
Absolutely.
And there's a really rousing action scenes throughout the film. I think it's shot really beautifully by Gina, and it's a film that just has you on the edge of your seat.
It really does. And for me, it was also about the hair and the makeup, like the cultural references, the cornrows, the braids. They really had the whole package together. And you mentioned about me seeing myself on television, or other, young girls of color seeing themselves on television in the film. And I think this film is really representative of the whole package.
Yeah, of the beauty.
Of the beauty.
Yeah,
of the
I
beauty.
love that. And it sounds like, Gina had to really search for artists who were able to work on the film, but
Absolutely.
to pack it behind the scenes and on camera with so many black artists, I think is something unique, and as you said, very scary for Hollywood, but hopefully will set a precedent.
Absolutely. I know there's so much excitement
We are
behind
partying.
us. Hello.
For the Queen.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome. How
Thank
does it
you.
feel, this energy, to be back here at TIFF, especially with this movie?
It feels right. It feels perfect. It feels sort of like a princess moment. And
Like a king moment?
yes, and I don't have many princess moments. It's sort of like a debutante ball, but in the best way.
Thank you for pushing through and making this film. It was such an emotional journey. It was such a sense of pride to see our history uncovered this way. What was it like collaborating with Gina?
It was awesome. It sort of was like a perfect match. It's sort of like meeting my husband, my daughter. When you look over at someone and they look at you, and they just get each other. And she is a fighter. She is an Agojie warrior. And from the first meeting in our production office, you knew it. You saw her passion, and you saw this was her magnum opus. So whenever something touches you in the heart, you protect it, you fight for it, you honor it, and you won't let anyone snuff that candle out. And that was Gina.
And I feel like so often when we talk about the idea of strong female characters, it leaves out emotion and vulnerability and trauma.
Absolutely.
And that's what I felt from your character, that she was a woman as well as being a really tough warrior.
Absolutely, and she was a leader who was vulnerable. I think that people need to begin to redefine vulnerable. And I think vulnerable is strength. I think the strength to literally say that monster that I see in my dream that I'm the most afraid of is me. I think that makes her a liberated woman.
Thank you for saying that. Because I had this conversation with my daughter the other day that she's like, "Oh, I have to be strong." I said, "You don't always have to be strong as a young black woman. I want you to be vulnerable and sensitive and whatever you want to be, because I feel like there's so much weight on our shoulders already."
Absolutely, and I think that, certainly L'Oreal pushes that message of worth. You have to feel that you're worth it. And I think that oftentimes we don't acknowledge our pain and acknowledge our vulnerability because we don't think that we should even be feeling those things. That if we actually shared it, even with people that we love, that we're going to be shamed. And that's not the truth. And it's like Sheila A. Tim said to me during the brutal filming of this movie. She said, Viola, when you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, just know we're thinking the same thing.
And this is TIFF Live from the Red Carpet, presented by L'Oreal Paris.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, their idea of because you're worth it seems to fit with the idea of this film.
Absolutely, and it fits into the narrative of what is happening with women now. I believe when you believe that you're worth it, that's when your life opens up. It's like someone said to me before I came to the red carpet, everything you ever wish for is on the other side of fear. And certainly that's the greatest thing about being a spokesperson for L'Oreal, is that message of worth and attaching it to beauty, you know?
And we talked about that earlier, beauty, the hair, the makeup, the gorgeous dark skin, you know? And I know Gina was very focused in her vision to get not only people in front of the camera, but glam squads that represented too.
Absolutely. Oftentimes our dark skin is seen not as a badge of honor, but as something to be ashamed of. You know, skin brighteners, you know, people who tell you from the time you come out of your mother's womb that you're not beautiful, that you're not feminine, that you're overly masculine. And so, I mean, from the moment L'Oreal chose me, I knew that I had to represent those women. And I was very proud and honored that L'Oreal saw me.
And now you're having your princess moment, so enjoy it tonight.
I'll try to, you know. I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna really try to, because I want to be able to look back at this moment and say, this shifted my life.
Yeah, soak it in. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
And our lives too. So
Thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
thank you. I
you.
know it wasn't easy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Be careful.
Listen to that crowd.
Wow.
The crowd going wild.
That's
And
so amazing.
one of the women who really pushed this film through was the producer Kathy Schulman,
Absolutely.
who is waiting in the wings, and she might come and talk to
Okay,
us.
where's
John
Kathy?
Boyega is also right behind us.
Oh, okay, John
meeting with
Boyega.
all the fans right now.
Okay, this purple suit
I
is my
know.
everything. Hi,
looking
John
good.
Boyega. Well, he plays a king in Woman King, and he has definitely the color of royalty
Royalty.
on right now.
Yeah, I love seeing how excited the fans are. I mean, it has
Hi.
felt like a long time between red carpets. I know you were here last year.
Yes.
It was a scaled down TIFF. Now we feel like we're back in force, and everyone is just thrilled to be here for this moment.
It's so true. And one
There's
thing
a
we
puppy
love,
even.
There's a puppy coming out. One thing I love about the Toronto International Film Festival, because even though I'm here co-hosting with you, Alicia, I'm having my fan moments.
Yes.
I'm having my fan moments because I love this
I know.
movie so much.
How
and
did
I love
it feel
these
to talk
actors.
to Viola then?
It was really very special.
She's powerful.
She really is powerful. I'm a huge fan of her as a performer and as a person. And you know, it's not always easy to speak your truth, especially when the world is telling you something different. And you know, she really stood in her authenticity, and she created a project that's really going to have a ripple effect.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about this yesterday, and you were saying how rare it is for a role for Viola to come along like this. It has not come her way before. Hopefully it will continue
Absolutely,
to.
and she had to be part of the production process, right,
Yeah.
to get it made. Okay, we have Kathy Schulman, one of the producers.
Yes.
Or we having
John
Boyega.
Boyega.
Hi, come on in. Hello.
You come between
How you
us.
doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
How
I'm
are you
excited.
feeling being
No.
with the fans again?
No, this is special. I mean, we've been away for a long time due to the pandemic and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice for them to come out and show us support. It's brilliant.
It's exciting.
It is incredible. I mean, you play a king. You're wearing the color of royalty tonight.
Oh yeah? I didn't even clock it. Maybe there's something in the air. It's a good night then. It's a good night.
That's it. I've seen on your Instagram, you're very excited about this, and now
Very.
it's come to fruition. So
Yeah.
thank you, because I know it was not easy to make this film, to get this film made. So how are you feeling right now?
No, I feel happy for everybody. I want to do a big thank you to Viola Davis specifically for the work that she put into it. Thank you for Sony for the support on this journey as well. And I just think everybody deserves to be here and deserves to reap the benefits of their labor, because this is a special movie and they deserve all the love that they're getting for it. So I can't wait to see it with everybody. It's cool.
And
amazing.
I love to see which roles you choose because you have such a varied filmography.
Oh,
What
thank
goes
you.
into your choice when you're looking at a role?
Versatility is a key. I like to disappear into the role. I like the old school definition of acting, which is to transcend yourself. Like, you don't matter, the character does. So any chance I get to transform, anytime I say I'm a character, I can look in the mirror and say, I look different. I go, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, it took me a second to recognize you here, so you didn't.
Well, we shape-shifting.
So true. And we were talking about being fans of Gina from Love and Basketball through to The Woman King. So what was she like on set as a director?
I think she has an incredible balance. I think artistically, she's in tune with her actors. She's an actor's director. Like, she really commits a lot to make sure that actors feel comfortable. And at the same time, she keeps the technical side at bay. She keeps she makes us feel protected and she makes us feel safe. And creatively, she's just second to none. So I appreciate this opportunity. Love to Gina.
What was it like for you to be on set and look out and see all these powerful women?
I loved it. And for me also, just knowing that the work that they put in, they transform their bodies. Me as a man, I was just like, oof, let me just support as much as possible, because they honestly put in the work. Lashana Lynch, Sheila Atim, Jamie Lawson, Thuso Mbedu, these women are talented and deserve to be in this position. And it was great for me to even just witness. Yeah.
It is such an entertaining, emotional film, but it's also educational. And so thank you. We are unearthing a part of our history that I didn't know about, and now we're introducing it to the world. So how does it feel to be part of this movement?
I think it's incredible, and it just reflects back about what entertainment is about to a certain extent, is having a creative take on historical events will make you now go back and hopefully read to get more context and factual context, and the creativity put into this is, to make you feel something. It's to entertain you, of course. The fight scenes are crazy, but at the same time, it's to bring home a message that deals with trauma, that deals with love, that deals with family and sisterhood, and I think that is an incredible thing to watch.
Well, now you get to party tonight, so have fun.
Hopefully.
Yes.
That'll be good. No, thank you so
Enjoy.
much.
Thank you so much.
you.
Congratulations.
Oh, and here is Kathy Schulman.
Hi,
Kathy. Come on in. This must feel like such a celebration, especially for how long it took to get this film to the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Being here with The Woman King is just so magical. And I was here in 2004 with my film Crash, and I'm having like a total flashback because it was a Friday night and we were walking into this place, and everything that happened with that movie here was so amazing. And I can only hope for the same and better for The Woman King. Yeah.
We are celebrating. We're celebrating. Alicia and I both felt the same way about this film, just blown away. But I understand, I read that there was a really interesting way that this film was pitched to Viola. So could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so Viola was receiving an award, and Maria Bello, my friend, who had originally discovered the story of the Agojie warriors, thought it would be a good idea if we pitched the idea from the stage while giving her the award.
Brilliant. Look at you now.
And she was a captive audience, so she said, okay, and it was really a fun way to do it. And she was aware, a little bit of the story and about the history of Benin and the Dahomey culture, and so, she really wanted to play a warrior. And Viola and I have been friends forever. We do a lot of work together. She played Michelle Obama in my series, The First Lady. And so it's been like an amazing, collaboration, and to watch her turn into Nanisca.
Yeah.
She's just the best, and she's a truth seeker and a truth teller, and she adds such authenticity, and it was just a great, great movie to make. And it's so fun to be here.
I know. Well, it's the kind of role that you can't imagine anyone else but Viola play, but at the same time, it's different for her. We're seeing her in a new light. Usually she's emotionally powerful. Now she's physically powerful as well.
That's right. I mean, now at this point, the idea of Nanisca being anyone besides Viola is completely impossible because there's only one Nanisca, and we developed, and there's only one Viola, and now they're the same. So it's been like incredible, and Gina and I were just so lucky to get to work with her, and for me again. So anyway, thank you for having me.
Have fun.
Yeah,
enjoy yourself.
Excited to be here. All right.
Kathy, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for having us.
Okay, thank you.
That was Kathy Schulman, the producer, and along with Maria Bello, also produced the film.
And Viola Davis and her
Viola
husband.
Davis and her husband.
Yes.
I mean, that was just a fast and furious red carpet, Tracy. But we're going to be back here later on tonight for The Butcher's Crossing with
Nick Cage.
that goes live at 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we're going to be live at 5 p.m. with What's Love Got to Do With It with Lily James.
Oh, so good.
This
Is this really our lives?
I know.
Yeah.
Whew, that was so exciting. And that was TIFF live from the red carpet, presented by L'Oreal Paris. I'm Alicia Malone.
And I'm Tracy Melshore. Stay fabulous.
Bye.